Hi, Patrick here. Have Cheetah Well View. Um, so this is going to be sort of weird. This is going to be a sort of a split, I guess. Um, Back when I first started reviewing, I was thinking about doing a segment called Dollar Tree Theater on my blog because I was getting so many blind buys, and a lot of the movies were turning out to be rather pedestrian, if not somewhat bad. Um, I mentioned it a few times in some of my reviews, but I never really went with the series. I just did the regular reviews. But our good friend Hobbs Horror, he decided to bring it back, and I thought it was a lot of fun. I said, "Yeah, that'd be Dollar Tree Theater is a perfect title for this because there's so many interesting movies to watch when you go to Dollar Tree movie hunting. Uh, the vast majority of what us collectors buy from Dollar Tree is blind. We just they're dollar. So if you watch any videos at all over and over and over, you hear one constant refrain. It's only $1, and if I don't like it, I only spend $1. So I decided I'm taking off my glasses for this to kill us a little bit of time. So I decided to join in on this, to do Dollar Tree Theater on here. This will be Dollar Tree Theater, but also be a regular review as well. So I thought, okay, well, what should we start off with? So initially, we started off with Restricted Area. This has Robert Don, Randy Wayne, and the cool duder Sean C. Phillips. Low budget. It's probably be fun. Be 90 minutes of just craziness. Whatever, low budget. This movie was 2 hours long. This movie is horrible. Horrible. I didn't make it but 20 minutes in. I couldn't stand it after that. Just could not. I did not want to waste 2 hours of my life watching this direct. So this got the Seattle Superstorm treatment and out of here. But we were talking at the midnight hour. I said, I'm going to do Dollar Tree Theater, so let me go pick something from the watch pile. So we have a running joke about Scarecrow movies. So I picked out a Scarecrow movie. I picked out Curse of the Scarecrow. This one here I had a lot more high hopes for. High octane pictures. Again, low budget. High octanes. I think probably the English version of Wild Eye. Same type of trailers, same type of movies, micro budget, low budget movies. So, and this was only 85 minutes. So, and I said, hey, as long as it has a Scarecrow in it, I'm down with it, right? The only thing I can say good about this movie, it's not as bad as this one. But that's all I can really say about it. So, Curse of the Scarecrow opens up in Essex, England. There's a young lady who's talking to her therapist who says that she wants to go back home. The therapist thinks about it, encourages her. She says, well, maybe. And while this is happening out at the ranch, a young man is waiting for these scarecrows to come back every 20 years, which instantly brings into mind Jeepers Creepers. Waited the 22 years for the creature to come back. But the brother, you think, okay, here's one half of the equation. This is just going to be the other half. They're going to combine because their parents were killed in the house. So they're going to join forces and, combat evil. No, the brother doesn't even make it out of the opening credits. So it actually had a pretty promising start. I was into the first 10 minutes of it. But then once the credits rolled and they got into the movie itself, running off the rails. So they decide to take the girl who's traumatized, June. They take her therapist and her best buddy, and they roll on out to the family home because they heard that the brother had committed suicide. So they go back to the home and trying to put it together and, put pieces together and, maybe get the house ready for sale. And yeah, the day after all this happened. So they're all rushing over there. The therapist is patting her on the shoulder saying, all right, June, we're going to get you through this. You're going to get through this. Okay, so after her parents got brutally murdered 20 years ago and her brother kills himself the day after, the therapist is patting her saying, okay, you'll move on. You move on. Okay. You're rooting for the Scarecrow right there to come and take somebody out. Anyway, they need some victims, so there's a American and her English boyfriend. They go creeping around after being terrified of the house, terrified of the creature or whatnot, but they still gonna sneak in there to go poking around and maybe even fool around. Well, they meet their demise, and the therapist back at the house. God, therapist back at the house. She puts Nancy in June in a hypnosis trance. She hears and sees the Scarecrow killing her parents. She's under. She sees it, and the therapist, of course, doesn't believe her. And then when she starts really seeing the creature, the therapist has a hell of a time breaking her out of the hypnosis. After telling her that it'd be perfectly fine, she got her back. If she can bring her back out of it, no problem. Yes, it's that kind of movie. Of course, her best friend's trying her to face her fears. You got to face your fears. Oh my God! If you heard that once, you heard it a dozen times in this movie. So both the best friend and the therapist are dragging poor June out there to face her fears by touching a Scarecrow. Well, they finally run into a Scarecrow, but it's not the Scarecrow they're expecting. This Scarecrow has a sense of humor. Yes, he does. He has a sense of humor. He likes to put his victims where he used to be. So when they go out there to face the fears, they accidentally find one of the dead the earlier couple. And so, I'm not kidding you. They get back in their car, and do they run like hell out of there? Like go to the police. No. They go back to the house, and they're terrified. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Like, how about just keep going, maybe? Get in the car, just drive on out to the main road, hook a left, and jam. At least until daylight, and you have like 50 people there with you. It's that kind of movie. This is written by Shannon Holiday and directed by Louisa Warren, who also plays the best friend. What can I say? Stick to directing because you're a terrible actress. No, I'm not really being offending by that. She was really bad. It would have been better for her to cast the movie a little bit smarter. It might have got away with some of the bumps and bruises that she exhibited, but the cast really rocked this movie downward. They were terrible. They really sank the movie. The Scarecrow, it's like American Scarecrow. It's more, the only thing is he is supernatural, but his look is really low budget. It's like he has a sack on his head with a couple of pieces of straw sticking out. There was just no effort made to make him look like a true Scarecrow. You could have did that. I do believe even with a micro budget, it would have added more punch to the film. I don't know what's worse, that or the fact that they try to set up this movie for a sequel. I can't even imagine seeing a sequel to this. That's more scarier than this movie itself. But still, and all I always look for the good things in every film. I always try to find at least one good thing in every movie. And for Curse of the Scarecrow, the best thing I can say about this movie is it wasn't this one. All right, so there's Dollar Tree Theater. Dollar Tree Theater blind buys, they're a lot of fun. They really are. Not everyone's going to be a winner. but like I said before, they're only $1. Curse of the Scarecrow runs for 85 minutes. There's some deleted scenes for special features. I would put this movie probably like a PG-13 for language. There's no nudity. The kills are extremely pedestrian. There's really nothing to recommend about this at all. So yeah, if you see this, save $1, save 85 minutes. All right, me and the Cheetah, we are out of here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Hobbs, it had a Scarecrow in it, so it's all right. That's it for us. So next time we do Dollar Tree Theater, we'll let you know. And if you want to know about that, well, please hit the sub button, hit the bell, and leave a comment down below and let us know what you thought of our review. Hopefully it was entertaining. All right, we'll talk at you soon.